One of the things that's a recession indicator that I see that's making a pretty good, strong comeback is multi-level marketing, or MLM, aka pyramid schemes. Hi, my name is Dr. Natalie Jones. I'm a licensed therapist. And one of the things that I've been noticing that has been making the rounds is the MLM marketing scheme. You know, the ones where people are either selling the knives, you're kind of going to this company and they tell you, hey, we're gonna have you go door to door and be a salesman, and then you can become an entrepreneur through selling our product, and then you can start managing your own team by selling this product. And they push you to go door to door selling this doggone product. And that is something that's making such a strong comeback. And I'm surprised that no one's been talking about it, because I've been seeing it a lot. And a lot of us from back in the day, we already knew what time it was when we saw this kind of stuff. Anything from, being told to sell the knives, being the Avon or Mary Kay lady was another one, selling vacation packages, insurance, and all this other kind of stuff. And one of the things that I'm noticing that's a little bit different, or at least that hasn't really been frontline and center since TikTok, is now that I'm seeing that celebrities are doing it. And and that's a sign to me that that their money can be a little funny. And I'm not even trying to, be mean or nasty or gloat about it, but that is typically a sign that, people, when you start seeing people have to run all these different hustles and stuff like that, something is amiss. And you see celebrities, or people who we know as celebrities hustling, via the shop. Or also, people have been secretly, privately recorded, and videos have been airing about them selling these coaching packages in the thousands. People that claim and sort of tout themselves to be millionaires are touting these MLM marketing schemes. You do this, you could be your own boss. I train you, and this is how the program works, and on it goes. It's basically selling you false hopes and dreams. And that is one of the interesting things about TikTok is connecting, ordinary people such as myself and you and everybody to celebrities who we wouldn't normally be connected with, where you have celebrities that are literally, what's interesting, you have celebrities that are literally begging for money in one form or another. And if it's not MLM, of course, we've already talked about the donating to the fund-mes and things like that. So it's just this really interesting nuance where you have people that are looking to make money off of you and I, the common consumer, by making promise. And back in my day, when you saw somebody who was doing that, and I'm not knocking anybody for doing a hustle, but you kind of, these things tend to put you in a loop. And a lot of times people would buy things or purchase things and would never get, or any, it would just be this whole like elaborate thing back when I was coming up. I don't know if much has changed, but, once you get burned once, that's all it takes, and even if you have a family member or, a guy that you were dating or a woman that you were dating who got into it, once you saw how it worked, you kind of moved a little bit differently. At least that's how I was. So I'm just curious to know what your thoughts are on what you're seeing. Have you seen the MLM, and have you seen an uptick in that? And what are your thoughts on that? Thanks so much.